Right, for the second time today, we are live on the Carney page, on the Marketing SOS page, and on YouTube on my website with the lovely Morag. Hello, everybody. Hello, Morag.
Hi.
Hi. So anybody out there, it's a bit of a random afternoon. If you are joining us or you watch on replay, please put #replay or give us a comment, let us know you're watching. So Morag, hello, introduce yourself for us, lovely. Who are you?
Okay, my name is Morag Hunt and I run an organisation called Northwest Numbers Limited. We provide bookkeeping and accountancy services for small charities, not-for-profit, start-ups and businesses. Basically, I've been in accountancy for like 34 years and I'm fully qualified. So I started the business up last year because I decided that where I feel more comfortable in is the charities and the smaller organisations, because I feel like I can make more of a difference with them. I can kind of get to know the business better rather than just kind of being in the finance and just crunching numbers. But so last year I decided to set up my own organisation so that I could kind of try and focus on the sector and the areas that I'm more interested in, rather than just tempting where you could go anywhere or I mean, I've been in the housing association for a few years now, which is quite nice, but I do quite like the smaller organisations, as I say, where I can kind of make more of a difference to them, and because I can help them, they can help others.
And I guess with smaller businesses, it's pretty tangible. You are seeing the impact you are having. You are having very, specific conversations about specific things. It's not all big and fluffy and beyond. You are seeing what's happening and you're making a direct impact on that business owner. Yeah, well, that's more charity. Okay, so super experienced, been doing it for ages. Where in the country are you?
I'm in Bury, suburbs of Manchester, so northwest.
But that is not a Manchester accent, is it? No.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty rubbish at accents. Where are you from originally?
I'm from up from Scotland. Well, down from Scotland. I keep saying up because I keep saying everything else is down from us usually. Because obviously when you're in Scotland, everything else is down. That sounds awful, but it's not the way I mean it. But,
I know.
But yeah, I'm down in Manchester, but I'm originally from just outside Glasgow, a place called Paisley. I don't know how many of you know that. It's the biggest town in Britain, I think, and it's got an abbey rather than a cathedral, so it's not a city, it's just a big town.
Well, there you go, lessons on Paisley. So for business owners who are watching this, you as an accountant, so business owners are one of the customers that you currently work with. Presumably you want to work with them just like you wanted to work with charities. You want to work with small business owners because you can help them and see an impact on their business. So as a business owner, what should I be thinking of when it comes to accountancy and bookkeeping? 2 words that I am rubbish at. Someone else does it for me and I'm just really bad. Someone else, I pass it all off.
Yeah, but if there wasn't people like you, then you wouldn't need me, would you? I mean, I love figures and kind of like, I love messing with figures. Even when I was a kid, I was like, I used to be so anal. Am I allowed to say that? Anyway, I used to count the little tiles, like, you know how you get those tiles on the floor? I'd count them. And I'd count the number of patterns on the wall and stuff. It was so, I mean, I kind of think I've been intended to be, I was sent to this earth to be an accountant.
It was always going to be the way. I was dancing on those tiles, making up dances, trying to do handstands.
I was too, but
So what should I be thinking about? So what tips have you got for small business owners, or kind of things that they do wrong? Any common mistakes, stuff that we need to be aware of? Because I feel like accountancy and bookkeeping gets a bit of a bad rep. It gets left behind a little bit. We've talked about this before, and it's not really, and actually it's so fundamental to your business. So what are the things that I should be, teach me, Morag? What should I be aware of that I'm not?
Well, obviously number one is keep accurate records and make sure you keep all your paperwork, because how can you, I mean, we all need to, if you're a business owner, you need to report to the government, whether it's for your tax or because you're corporation tax, self-employed tax, whatever. You have to keep accurate records and the evidence behind it. So that is like number one.
Yeah.
So also make sure that you keep your business money as much as, well, no, keep it separate. Not even as much as you can. Keep it separate. Open a separate bank account. Those are absolutely essential, really. Make sure that if you're invoicing, that you're invoicing accurately. You know, make sure that you're I think the best thing really is to have as much try and detail what you've done for people. Obviously, you don't have to go into the dot the I's, cross the T's type of thing, but it's useful to them for their accountancy as well, that you're actually telling right as much detail about what you've actually done. Yeah. And I think if you've done those, you can do all the rest, because you can file your accurate accounts, you can make your tax can be worked out correctly, etc., etc. Those are the fundamentals. Organize your receipts so that you can say this receipt relates to that record, type of thing. So it's all about organizing, keeping accurate. I know. That is the face. That's the face that I see a lot of.
I know.
But like I say, if there wasn't people like you, there wouldn't be people like me, because that's what you need to do to make sure that if you ever get a tax man looking at you, you've got all the evidence you need. And they can't argue.
Yeah. So what do you think of, because so accurate records and receipts. Yeah, probably need to get a bit better at that. Yeah. I know. Oh, just going to shove it all in an envelope.
I think a lot of the apps are cottoning on to that. Basically, it kind of gets boring, and then you kind of think you put them in a safe place, but then you forget where that safe place is, etc., etc. So I think there's quite a lot of the apps are cottoning on to that, and a lot of them have mobile apps where you can basically take a photograph, and the more intelligent ones will actually kind of are able to do optical character recognition. So they're recognizing what's on that, and they're putting it, so they can put your date in, they can take the supplier's name, they can take the amount, and basically all you have to decide is where let's say it's a payment, where you've paid it from, so which bank account, and what you want to put it against. So is it like telephone, etc. So there's a lot less for you to do. And it can actually, even if you can do those bits, it'll even post it into your accounts for you.
Yeah, it's what they are, literally those apps that make things a lot easier for you, aren't they? That's the idea. It's supposed to be. Do your clients use them, or how do your clients work with you? Do they just send you reams of paperwork, or?
I've got a bit of everything, to be honest. I've got one guy that he thinks he's doing like a cash book, but I'm not sure, but he's doing a list of his expenses, but he only puts in what he thinks he should put in. So it's still a bit of an issue, because I then have to go through the bank. I still have to balance it to the bank, which is like a third party. It's telling you this is a definite expense. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes he misses those out. So I've got the ones that give me paperwork, brown paper bags, like we call them brown paper bag jobs, where they literally bring you all the receipts and you've got to make sense of them. I personally use QuickBooks and I like QuickBooks because it does have that app where my clients can choose, to be honest, they can choose whether they then take a picture of it and decide what category, etc., it goes to, or they can just take a photograph of it and send it up to the app, and I can find it and match it to where it needs to go. So I think that's quite versatile.
That sounds like a lot of attention to detail. You've got to have a keen eye for this and actually you
My
know,
clients don't
from
though.
your.
My
No,
clients
I
don't. They
know.
do.
I'm like, they've got to do their job, right? That's what you're being paid for, is that attention to detail with it.
Precisely. That's why I like QuickBooks, because I mean, there are others that do. I like do, but they do the. You can take a picture and send it up.
Yeah.
But there's not many of them can actually do that extra bit where it'll actually do the OCR, the optical character, and give you a little bit of that information and stuff as well. But so yeah, cloud-based makes it so much easier as well. You don't even really need, so long as folk are willing to either scan it, photograph it, or whatever, and send it to you. You don't really need to even see your accountant except when you're signing it.
So what sort of clients are you hoping to work with? Or rather, I should ask actually, what impact has COVID had for your business and clients?
Well, one is basically she does she sharpens tools. So basically she hasn't been able to do anything at all. My photographer guy, he's still been able to take photographs, but obviously it reduces the it depends what they're trying to do, because obviously it's more difficult when he's got to interact with people.
Yeah.
So that has kind of adjusted some of the stuff he's done. My charity, basically they closed down.
Right.
So they haven't really had anything.
Yeah.
I mean, they did do a bit of a room hire. They've got one that they've still done a bit of a room hire, but they've had to, it's like, you make sure that everything's clean and everything. And basically they have to get people to clean down after them and stuff like that. So kind of multiple things really. Obviously therefore it has effect on their income.
Yeah. So you're on the lookout for small businesses and charities predominantly?
Predominantly charities and the not-for-profit. Predominantly bookkeeping, because that's a thing I can do regularly throughout the year. But yeah, I'll do accounts preparation and stuff as well, and I'll definitely, account preparation obviously automatically follows on from bookkeeping, but there's like a different charge. If I do your bookkeeping, it's a different charge if I'm not doing your bookkeeping. Yeah, so yeah, the not-for-profit side is where I really feel like I'm making a difference to the world, if you want to put it that way. On the startup business side, I can make a difference to their business. It's not as big an impact.
Yeah.
In the kind of like warm fuzzy impact feel.
What's your what's your website address, Morag, that people can go and find you?
Right, I've got a Facebook. So my Facebook is NWN Limited, but if you put my own name, which is Morag with an H at the end, so it's Michael Oscar Romeo Alpha Golf Hotel Hunt.
Yeah.
I've got a link to my Northwest Numbers Limited.
Okay.
And I also do handmade cards, but that's kind of just a side hobby that I've kind of that's not really a business. That's just a
put on your Morag Hunt personal page, and they can go to your website from there. And you've got a Facebook group, haven't you, as well? Have you still got a Facebook group?
I do. You can get that through I think you can get it through my personal page or my Northwest Numbers page, and it's Northwest Numbers group basically.
Northwest Numbers group. I've got that.
Yeah. You kind of have to join that. Private.
Fabulous.
I mean, I do have a web page, but it's not. It's one of those things I kind of did when I first joined, and it's www.northwestnumbers.co.uk. But it's like I've been told it's not very professional looking because I did it myself, and it just kind of gives an idea, but it's not all
singing and dancing. Okie dokie. So I think this is it certainly jogged my memory of thinking I need to finish sorting out QuickBooks. I need to get it hooked up to my banking properly, because I know my lady does some bookkeeping for me always says you're not using QuickBooks to its full capacity and capability. So thank you for those tips, Morag. We popped your links on there, and if anybody's got any questions, I know that you're a member of the SOS group anyway, and that they can come and find you.
Yeah.
And ask you any questions, because you are an absolute font of accountancy and bookkeeping knowledge. If there were a font, you are it.
Well, I mean, I do that. My Facebook, actually, I've got I give out. It's called 3 minutes with Morag, but basically, what I try and do is in 3 minutes, which is usually not 3 minutes, but 3 minutes with Morag, I try to simplify and demystify accounting terms and processes. So even if they just want to have a look at that and see if anything's of interest, you know.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. 3 minutes with Morag. Go and look at all of your accountancy, finance, bookkeeping questions answered. Lovely. Thank you so much, Morag, for that, for a little afternoon chat. Different to the morning as usual. So thank you for that. On the 1st of July as well. Was supposed to be Tuesday. My fault. Into July. But thank you so much for that. And yeah, if you want to find the link, you can pop and see Morag and ask any questions.
Okay. Take care.
I'll say bye. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
See ya. Bye.
See you, bye.